Hey guys, I'm back here on Numerologist.com for your mid-month May 2017 numerology forecast. So thank you to everybody who commented on the previous video. You told me how you want to up-level your lives, and now we're going to get into some of the nitty-gritty of this sixth superpower in numerology. How do we use the sixth superpower of nourishment, responsibility, beautifying to influence our reality and create our dream life? Well, picture the six as like fertilizer on steroids. If you feed that garden that you most want to grow in your life, big blooms are going to happen. But here's the thing. One of the components that might actually dampen that incredible abundant growth is meddling in other people's problems. Every six that I've ever worked with reports this dynamic to me. They say, right when I feel like I'm really getting filled up, I get sidetracked and distracted by someone or some situation that is in need of dire help. We end up taking responsibility for stuff that isn't our responsibility to take. And not only does it deplete us, but it also depletes the individual or the situation, because a lot of the time we step in because we believe that they're not capable of learning their lesson, or we don't believe that they're capable of stepping up to the plate. The six is asking us to bring it back to our garden, bring it back to what you learned in April. And man, oh man, we all learned that there was some area of our life that we've been neglecting, that we've been ignoring. So bring it back to that place. Bring it back to the things that matter most to you. I'm going to give you a quick story to illustrate the high function of the sixth superpower. I was really lucky. When I was younger, I used to work in a metaphysical bookstore and art gallery. And we had the big names come in, right? Best-selling authors, spiritual gurus, new age workshop leaders, and they were all really interesting and fascinating to get to know. But there was one woman that impacted me and healed me more than anybody else. And I remember specifically the moment that she came through the front door of the establishment. She walked in, and as I watched her, I felt something in me become calm. She had this steady presence. She was smiling to herself. And you know what's really weird when somebody's using the sixth superpower? You want to go buy their clothes. I know that sounds bizarre, but it's like when you see somebody who has with tender, loving care filled themselves up, enrobed themselves in that sense of high regard, there's something that emanates off of them. They become this piece of art. And I could tell looking at her that she took really good care of herself, and not in a vain way. She didn't necessarily have expensive clothes or name brand things on. It was the way in which she did it. And eventually, when we started up a conversation, I kind of broached this subject. I said, what do you do? Are you a healer? And she said, I don't heal anybody. I don't do Reiki. I don't do hands-on healing. I don't solve people's problems. I'm not a nurse. I don't spoon feed people, but I heal. She said that she learned in all of her travels around the world that the most healing people, the most powerful healers, are those whose mere presence just makes you feel better. And that's really what I want to express to you, to all of us in the middle of this month. Don't forget that when you fill yourself up and when you feed your own garden, not only does the sixth superpower, like fertilizer on steroids, give you incredible big blooms in your life, abundance and fruition, but it also has a huge impact on those around you. Because oftentimes with the six, the only way that we can truly harmonize, beautify, or heal our environment, our family life, our relationships, our workplace, our bank account, the only way that we can do that is by focusing on this, focusing on healing, nourishing, and loving ourselves. So please comment below, you guys. Remember to include your life path number and let me know, how are you going to just slightly course correct back to feeding your own garden, or how are you going to even up it even more and give yourself more tender loving care? I cannot wait to read your ideas. I'll see you guys next month.